Hello, you guys. Can you hear me? I need to put my camera on this side. I know better. This is time number two. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me. Hey, Marilyn. Hey, Mary Love. Can you hear me? I hope you can. I don't think you shouldn't be able to. I'm not muted. And I'm putting on glasses so I can actually see some stuff. Hey, John. How are you? Good. Okay, great. You can hear me. Hey, Mama Ken. Hey, Miss Kennedy. That's my daughter, you guys. Hey, babe. Okay, perfect. Look who I have beside me. She looking so cute. So I thought it was gonna be sunnier today, you guys. So I thought I was gonna be able to get some of the sun in to help with the light. I'm gonna have to work on my lighting because I'm not really feeling this. Okay. But today we are going to talk about propagations. So I got a couple of propagations over here. Some of them didn't make it, y'all. So we might need to do some funeral music because that Dieffenbachia. Matter of fact, I want to start with the Dieffenbachia because let me just say, and I'm looking down. I gotta look up. Hey, I'm gonna start with the Dieffenbachia because I had a rough night and I want to get all of the yucky stuff out of the way first. Okay, so let me show you what this foolala looks like. So I cut her. I wanted to show you guys the video of it too, but I'll figure that out maybe. No, I won't. Not today. I'm not gonna stress myself about that. First off, happy Memorial Day. Let me start by saying that happy Memorial Day. Typically, I would say happy Saturday, but it's not a Saturday, so I can't say that. But we giving out Saturday vibes. So happy Memorial Day. Happy Saturday. We are talking about propagations today. The propagations that I took of my Hoya, and I snuck a couple in. These are all of my plant goals for 2024 and everything is not going well. This is my Dieffenbachia. I cut her up in about four pieces. I cut her originally, put some diatomaceous earth on it, let it dry out, and then I let it dry. I let it dry for about 24 hours, and then I put her in some moist soil. She started rotting. So I cut that off. And then I decided, and I don't know why, but I decided to put her in water. Child, she done went all the way to the left. So these will be going out in the trash. The only reason I hadn't put them out in the trash is because I wanted to show you guys first. Now, this was the piece that I thought might make it, but I'm looking at her now and she's yellow all here. So I was letting her dry out. But look at this side. I don't know. I don't know. I think this thing had it out for me from the beginning. Now, this is the clear spot, the bright spot in this is that I still have the mother, the mother stump. She's still in here and she still seems viable. So what I want to do today is, I'm looking to see if something crawling because what I want to do today is I want to take her out of this soil. This is a big pot, and this is a way big pot for a propagation. Now she might be okay in this, but I don't believe it. And at this point, I don't trust her. So she kind of be getting a little sprinkle of water because I don't know what's going on. So today is all about unearthing all the things and making sure that what I have in the soil is what I think it is because I'm tired of watering stuff that's dead, right? I've been watering my ZZs for the longest time and I don't even know if they're actually still alive. All right, let me check the comments really quickly. Oh, let me put my little banner up. Let me show y'all my technical skills. Okay, let me go back to the comments. Perfect. That's my daughter. Let's see. Right. Okay. Now it's so bad that I have to put them on all the time. It's sad, but it is what it is. But then again, I look really, really cute when I don't take them off. I'm like, "Ooh, girl, your skin is glowing." Ah, happy Memorial Day, Ebony. Ebony! Okay, it took me a minute. Hey, love, how you doing? Hey, D. Oh, thank you. Okay. You know, I tried a rooting hormone before, and the reason I use the diatomaceous earth is because it is like an antifungal type deal. I normally use cinnamon, but I used all my cinnamon up, and I was like, I'm not giving up my kitchen cinnamon. I probably should have, but whatever. I normally use cinnamon, and I had some in here. I believe I must have used it all up because I think I had put it in some soil. But I use the diatomaceous earth, and supposedly that's supposed to help do the same thing, but it didn't. I don't know if I don't know. I promise you, I need some real help when it comes to Dieffenbachias because they hate me. I'm on the list. I promise you, I am. I don't believe any. I don't believe otherwise. Um, Good morning. Is that Joey? Joey. I think that's right. Or is that Joel? Oh no, that's Joey. Oh, y'all speaking in the chat. I love that. Okay. Okay, so I showed you guys that. I showed you this babe because why not? She's so cute. Okay, so if you guys know, this is my Australis Lisa and my Australis. And this is the one that I cut with all the tendrils and she had some growth. She is looking so full back here in the back now, it's even hard to tell that I actually cut her. This is some new growth. These two leaves here are new growth. And I don't want to touch them because Hoya sometimes will be weird about you touching their babies. They get like these little bumps on them, and I don't want to start no trouble. But she's got plenty of babies in here. I know you guys can probably. I wanna show you, but just trust me. She has plenty of babies in here. She's got a lot of new growth. I love it. I did not cut the Lisa. I probably should have, but I was just sort of taking it slow and seeing how things were going to go. I had never propagated leafless tendrils before. So I wasn't sure what that was going to do. So I'm glad to see that it actually did root and pushed out leaves. It makes sense that it would do that, but sometimes plants do what they want to do. So I've been very diligent about making sure that I keep her watered because I know she's growing a lot. Even my Lisa is growing at this point, but see how these leaves here got those brown spots on it? That shouldn't be doing that. That should not be doing that. So I have one um piece of Australis Lisa that's just weird and she just grows weird. I don't know. I don't want to give it any other word other than weird. I want to put her somewhere that she's not gonna be in the way. Put her down here. Okay, so let's go through these propagations. Let's just look at them because why not? I have my tarp here just in case I want to pot up something. In fact, I know I need to pot up my Hawaiian. So this is my Hawaiian Pothos back here. And I propagated her. I added her cuttings into a lot of the propagations. And so yeah, she's rooted, well rooted for sure. So I want to pot those up. I have some soil here and let's set up my little. Oh, I had it in a good space. Why'd you move it? Because I'm nervous. All right, let me open up this tarp. I seriously had a whole good day planned for us, you guys, and I'm telling you, bad sleep. Oh, I now remember what it was like when my kids were, babies, and you just didn't get a full night's sleep and you were just a zombie that next day, I'm having zombie moments today. Okay, so ooh, something is flowering in here because I can smell it really good. All right, normally I change the water on Mondays. So today would be the day I would normally change the water. But let's look and see what we got going on. Okay, we got a little bit of root down there. I would love to see more root. This is the one I think that was giving me the biggest issue. But she does have some root down here. I would like to see just a little bit more. Now, what in the world? This is about the same amount of root we had the last time. I don't understand. She is taking forever. It does not make any sense, but I do want to cut a little bit more pothos. Of course, the pothos is growing. I do want to cut a little bit more pothos because I want, now this one is rooting like crazy. This one is rooting well. I think I want to pot these up, but I want to pot them all up in the same pot. Okay, you guys let me know. Do you think I should pot this up even though these two down here have very little or no root at all? I normally don't. Oh, don't you drip on my keyboard? We're not doing that today. I did it though. I normally I normally don't like potting these in soil without some sort of root to them. Ugh. Okay. You guys let me know if you think I should pot these up anyway. My plan was to definitely pot up the pothos because I want to cut some more of her. I want her to get big like my other pothos. So let me keep it moving because otherwise we'll be here all day. And I don't want to hold you guys. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have plans for the day, right? Woo! I love it. Okay, we are checking up. Should do this. Man, look, that leaf is still hard, rock hard, but she has not one root anywhere, not even a micro root, nothing. Ugh, she is working my last nerve because I don't understand this. The other one has roots. Okay, let's look at this one. Yeah, it's not a lot, but she got some. Now the way I propagated the other Hoya Bella, the leaves are hard, so they're fine. The way I propagated the other Bella was I did it in sphagnum moss. I did not do it in water. I had her in water for a long time and she didn't root, and then I put her in sphagnum moss and she popped out. I don't know if one helped the other, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Man, I thought this was gonna go better than this. I didn't even look at them prior to because I was like, I want my real reaction to be on camera. Look at that. I love it. They are ready. Look, they're even growing. Look at that new growth. So I'm gonna pot these up because one, like I said, I want to cut it again. So we'll get some new action from them. Plus, they're starting to put out secondary roots, and I really don't want those to be water roots. I want those to be soil roots. So I'm gonna pot these up today because they're growing new growths and everything. Um, two more, you guys, and then I got my ZZs. All right, what you guys saying in the comments? Should I pot them up? Okay, dip it and set it in for a couple of days so the end is hard. Oh, and the rooted hormone or the diatomaceous earth, either one, right? You know, I think what it was, John, is I don't think I let them stay hardened long enough, right? I'm trying to remember, was it still wet when I put it in the soil? And I didn't put it in wet soil. It was just moist soil. It just oof, okay. I think that's where I messed up. But I've propagated Dieffenbachias in water before, and those took with no problem. But this time, for whatever reason, I don't know if it was just the type of Dieffenbachia I had. I had the Sterling. I'm saying had. I done already killed old girl, right? She is dead to me. That's a hot mess. She's still alive. You still alive. That's okay. I'm not gonna do that to her. But yeah, she's still alive. But she might be on her way out. Cause I'm not taking no stress into 2024. We halfway through 2024, and I'm not doing that. So if she give me too much heck, she is out of here, and I'm not even looking back. Okay, I'm gonna use that pot for something else. But yeah, I agree. I think I probably should have left it in there. I think I was so concerned it was going to, because that was what happened. I had her out. No, I'm remembering wrong. I next time, if there is a next time, I will leave her out much longer because her stem was really big. So I should have left her out a lot longer. So I agree with you on that one. Oh, hey Latanya. If you are a new plant mom, hun, you will love it over here because expert is, I'm not gonna throw the word around, but we share tips and tricks, right? And I'm a forever student. I'm always learning. So as you see, I've been a plant mom for over 20 years. I just propagated what we would normally call a common house plant, and it was an epic fail. So we are constantly learning over here. I don't mind learning from other people, and I share what I know, and this community is the same. So you are in the right place, love, okay? And let me know what kind of plants you have. Do you have any plants already? Have you started? When you say you're a new plant mom, are you like, I got a wish list plant, I got wish list plants, or I have some plants? Let me know what you have. All right, Mary Love. Look at Mary Love. You better do it, girl. You better work. Okay. Okay. All right, D. I'm at the same point with my pothos. I'm going to pot them up today. Yes. Okay. Um, and to be fair, I really, well, normally I just do one node cuttings. I was being real fancy by doing two because I propagated her. Why am I stuttering? I propagated her before, and it took, for whatever reason, it took a long time for her to start. So I really do believe, I go back to this old adage that it depends on how healthy your plant is. When you go to propagate, propagations are not made equal. If you're starting with a sick plant, those propagations are going to take a longer time to push out growth. And so she was in a really good state when I propagated her. So these roots grew really quickly. But when I first purchased this plant, she was in a really good shape, but I had her in a spot where she wasn't getting enough light because she wasn't growing at all. And then I propagated her, and it took forever for her propagation to grow. In fact, I have a small pot, and that pot is still small, right? Because I end up having to do wet sticks too. Ooh, look, look, look. I can't get over this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, slow down, slow down. Whoa, what are you doing? All right, hold on. Because I don't want to break any roots, but I mean, when I tell you they up in here, like, look at this. They are just all jumbled up together. I don't want to rip nobody. All right, here we go. Pothos doing her thing. She's doing so much, you can't even see all of her on camera. Look at those leaves. When I tell you ain't Mr. B and she got new growth growing on her, ain't Mr. B. This is what I mean by plants that I love to see. I don't want to propagate nothing and then I got to wait 3 years for it to grow. And who got time for all that? That's not fun to me. I need instant return. There we go. More roots. That's enough for me. That's really ideal for me. I like it around that. When it starts getting this long, and starting to get secondary roots. So for those that this is a secondary root. So this is the main root, and when a root starts growing off of that, that's what they call a secondary root. And the funny thing about it is I never even knew plants had secondary roots until I started propagating. I would hear people talk about it, and I was like, I don't know what the heck they mean by secondary roots. And then I started propagating, and that's when I learned what a secondary root was. All right, Yeah, I started knowing what a secondary root was. So I say all the time that propagating is the best way to learn how to take care of your plants. Okay, so this is my Scindapsus silver, a lot of silver, something silver. It's a lot. And she's rooting really well. Now this other piece was, girl, what is going on here? Somebody is playing with me. Am I being punked? Okay, this is more Hawaiian. Uh, she doesn't have any variegation on. Oh, that's right. I did have one stem that didn't have nothing. What is going on here? She has nothing. Why you do this? I got one piece that got roots for days and one that doesn't have anything. All right. I don't know. Um, I don't want to pot these up separately. I have never had success propagating any kind of pothos type plant in soil. So, okay, so this one has a root and this one has a root. Okay, well, I got three. What I can do is I can keep that one in the water until she does something. I'm gonna put another piece of pothos. I get so tongue tied every time I say that. I'm gonna put another piece of pothos in there with her, so that she can do what she need to do. But I'm gonna need you to handle your business, sis, because you've been in this water for a minute since the 13th of April, girl. I'm gonna need you to get your whole life. Okay, you guys. Let me show you this last one, and then I'm going to. I don't have napkins. Guess who ran out of paper towels? It be me. So, you know what? Now that I think about that, repotting might not be a great idea today if I don't have any paper towels. Okay, let me show you. This is my community mail plant, and we have roots on these already. So I want to show you what these roots look like. Um, Definitely want to get these potted up because the roots are ridiculous. Look at that. Ridiculous. Definitely got some secondary roots on here. And I don't want to get them used to growing in that much water, right? I'm not going to keep the soil that moist. So I'm excited to get this potted up. What is that on there? Nothing crawling. Don't play with me because I gave you a bath when you first got here. And I can't imagine it. So anything can happen at this point. But yeah, she's doing fine. Look at that. Are you leaning? Were you doing this before? I cannot wait to see new growth happen on this here. The leaves are super fuzzy at the bottom and shiny at the top, and they're like they got some thickness to them. I love that. This is the Hoya globulosa. Look at me remembering stuff. And this is my sigillatus. Yeah, I told y'all before. Yeah, I can't be. Okay, here's roots. And okay, so apparently, this is, yeah, it's wet. The leaves are hard, so I know it's getting some moisture from somewhere. It could be getting it from out of that little aerial root, this little aerial root right here. And then I got a little aerial root and a smidge of a root down here at the bottom. I don't know what's going on. It's like it's like they have decided that they are only going to root half of the cuttings and not the other half. I don't know what that's about, but I'm gonna pot up what I have. I don't particularly want to disturb the other stuff, but and I don't have a lot of soil to be doing a lot of propagating in separate, I mean, potting up in separate pots. So I'm probably going to, ooh, ooh, get in there, pot this up off camera. Hey, Devise, how are you? How are you doing today? Happy Memorial Day. Yes. Okay, so in the description, I have a link to a DIY bug spray, and you can get on my newsletter. But I also, let me put it up really quickly. Ooh, did I do it? Okay, this is the link for the DIY bug spray, but it's also in the description as well. So you get hit that link, you will get a DIY bug spray, which is what I use on all of my plants, and you will sign up for my newsletter, and I will send you a newsletter every season. I usually send a little something out every month, but I'm not going to promise that because when I decide I need to take a break, I want to be able to take a break. Okay. Hey D, how are you? Good day to you as well. Let's see. Aw, hit them, hit them, hit them, hit them, hit them all, hit them all, hit all the buttons, you guys. Hit them likes. I tried a different time this time, you guys. So the last time I went live, I did it on at 1 o'clock, and this time I'm doing it at 11:30. So you have to let me know what. And I know this is sort of a special day because it's the holiday, which is why I figured earlier wouldn't hurt. But let me know what would be a good time for you. Otherwise, I'm gonna go with what works for me. And I don't think y'all mind, right? Like it is what it is. I know everybody won't make it to all of them, but I kind of want to do it at a time where most people, and I like doing it during the day. For some reason, for me, I don't want to fool with my plants at night like that, right? I'd rather do it during the day. So for me, my content works well for me in the morning. Um, oh, yes, you are. You are in a very happy place, my love. Oh, good. I like this time too, Marilyn. I like 1 o'clock. So anytime in between like 11 and about 1 o'clock is good. I would love to do Saturdays, but Saturdays. It's Saturday. So we can try different times. I don't mind. I don't mind doing a Saturday, but I just want to kind of get a feel for where you guys are so I can know what would be a good time for you. All right, so let's go on to let me take let me it's hard for me to remember which one. Hey. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. Memorial. We're not gonna go there. I was gonna say what is Memorial Day, but we're not gonna go there. Okay, so in my ZZ plants now, my ZZ plants, I have both the green ZZ and the black ZZ, right? And I just water these. I can actually see roots on these. So these I know are fine. This is the mother leaf. I have three of them in here. All of these little potatoes grew and grew roots. So I know that these are fine, but some of these I have no idea. This one I actually have a full growth on here. This is a full new baby down here. These are just the old mother leaves. And to be fair, as long as the mother leaf is still alive, I feel like I'm good. But like I said, like this one. This is the mother leaf. She's got she's got some roots down there, right? It's hard to see. But she's got some roots, but they look a little crunchy, crispy, but they're still firm. So I don't know where did she go? I don't know if this one is still alive or not, but what I'm gonna do? Because I'm gonna stick her little butt. But let me see. I said I was gonna open this up today. So this is another thing, right? As new plant parents, we kind of get afraid to open up the pots and see what's going on. But to be honest with you, sometimes you never know what's going on. I wish I had done this in a, oh, look. See, this is why you open them up. Because you want to be able to see what's actually going on up under there. She got a whole butt. Look at that. She did it. She looks good. Now, okay, this is what it should look like versus looking like this. So see that, and I want to show you without dripping. See how little that one is on this side? This is the one that should look like. This is where all the nutrients and stuff come for the plant. So this is a tuber, really, and the tuber has roots, right? And the tuber is what gives all the nutrients and water to the plant. So a new plant is going to grow off of the side. It'll keep growing the tuber and it'll just keep pushing out the tuber and then a new plant. This is actually a leaf, not a plant. But so this is letting me know that either this needs to step up the game and we might be able to still get some growth out of it. It's just, it ain't there right now. So I'm going to put this back down in here. Both of these actually, because we actually do have some growth. And I'm going to put it over here off to the side so I can actually see the root. And I'm going to put this one. I love this little thing, honey. This makes nice holes in here. And I don't want to bury it too deep because it doesn't like it. But I am putting it near the side of the container so I can see if it actually has roots. So we're doing good with the green. Now, let's deal with the problem child. Because you know it's always one, right? It's always that one that cut the fool and don't know how to act. That would be me. I'm going to show you the good looking one first. So this is the good looking one. You see she's got a whole baby in there. But I've got looks like two plants that might not even be any good. So I'm going to open it up and see what's going on. Does anybody else have ZZ plant? Hey, Miss Lady June. Hey, girl. Hey, y'all. Does everybody, I'm pretty sure everybody has either had or maybe I shouldn't say that because that might not be true. Okay. Oh, okay. So these two are connected. Look, see what happens when you open up the pot? Okay. So what's going on? This is the new leaf, but this looks like the newest growth. And what I'm holding is the old mother leaf. Here's the tuber. Ooh, here's the tuber right here. Ooh, we got to get better lighting, y'all. I'm going to do better. I promise you. And this is the tuber. It's hard to see with the light. But that's the tuber. Okay. Okay, now I see what's going on. So I thought, and this was just a leaf. It does not have anything on it. Look, this is a tuber. So even though she's dead up top, the tube is still kicking. Now the roots on here are very small, but she's still viable. Okay, so we got something going on here. We doing all right. Now I just watered this yesterday. I ain't gonna hold you. I try to let them dry out because I don't do well with plants that don't need water. I'm like, well, what you need me for if I can't water you? I need to be able to water you. I really want to cut this off because it's working my nerves. It looked like dead stuff. Hold on. No, I don't know what I did with my scissors. That's rare because I usually know exactly what it is. I do know. Hold on. Me and my squeaky chair. Yeah, so I'm going to cut off just the dead part and I'm just going to cut right here. Let me show you what I cut. I just cut this dead part off right here. And I'm gonna keep the live looking part, and I'm going to bury it not too far down in there, but just enough so that she can get the moisture that she needs. And I'm gonna put this one back. But I kind of feel like I want to leave some of this dead part, but it's not really serving a purpose other than to show me where the new tuber is. So now I cut that all the way down to that, and I'm going to bury this in here. So I'm just going to create a little hole. I'm going to put that in, and just, I mean, barely under the surface of the soil, right? This soil is very lightweight. So this will be sort of like seedling soil in that sense, where it's really fluffy, vermiculite, some peat, some cocoa coir pith, and some perlite. It's very fluffy, very soft. So it's down up in there. It looks better, right? As a plant, that looks better than what I saw before. Same with this. Like, I don't even know if there's anything growing in here, right? This is crazy. All right. Oh wait, I see something green. Now this one does have a leaf in here, so I do know we got some sort of. Look at that one. She is almost clear. That is crazy. Let me stop chewing like I ate something, because I ain't ate nothing. Okay, this one looks good. Look at that one. You know, I promise you, I think if I was doing a regular video, this would come out. You guys could see a lot better. So I can't take any pictures because once I put them back in here, I'm not going to disturb them again. But I'm sort of just loosening up this soil because it can get a little compacted because I don't water it too tough. I mean, I water it, but I don't saturate it. Oh, I had another one down here. Look, it's really small. I'm gonna put her right back down here too. I'm gonna put her on the side. Okay, put her. Yeah, I'm sorry you guys can't see this a little bit better. I normally like to let y'all see all the business. And I'm gonna just stick that one in with the little tool. And then I'm gonna do the same with this. I'm gonna take this off, took the leaf off, so now I just have the tuber. And I'm just gonna push it down up under the soil. Because from what I understand, it's not supposed to be on the top, like it's not supposed to dry out. So, and I might take and put a little bit of sphagnum moss on the top because they're pretty close to the top. Okay, so we have 2 plants. Uh-oh. I forgot which one I looked at. I forgot which one I looked at. Jesus. Did I look in here? I don't remember. I don't think it's nothing in here, y'all. Nope. It ain't nothing in here. Well, that's one I could stop watering, right? I'm watering dirt because it ain't nothing in here. Whatever was in here done died and dried up and became compost. And I feel like yeah, child, this is definitely a work in progress because wait a minute, did I do it twice? I don't see nothing in here either. Okay, so this is the point of going through and and going through your pots. Because sometimes you think you got something and you don't. And you are literally watering dirt and there's nothing in there to grow. So I don't have anything in here. Either I buried it too deep or it just died off. Because I don't see anything in here. Okay. So now we are done. I smelled something though. So something was in here. Yeah, something was in here, but it died off. Okay. That is good to know. So we have 2 dead pots and 2 ZZ lives. Okay. I'm loving it. All right. So the only other one that I want to do while we're here together today, the pothos I'm going to pot up. Matter of fact, let me pot those up really quickly. I'm gonna pot those up really quickly because and so D, if you got your stuff and you ready to roll out, go on pot up with me, child. It ain't gonna take me long though, because my stuff is already sitting right here. And I already got the cups and everything. So really all I want to do is probably put about, because these are not gonna be in here for long. I'm just gonna put these in here long enough for the other ones that I'm gonna cut today. I'm gonna put those in here long enough for them to root. And so I'm not really every time I touch dirt, my nose start itching, y'all. I'm not, let's see, I want to make sure I don't want no more than about 2 or 3 pots. So yeah, I will have a lot of them jammed up in here. This will definitely be root bound by the time I go to take it out because, and I'm only gonna have them in here for maybe a month or so. Okay, D, I see the word succulent in there. Let's talk. What you talking about? I love succulents and they haven't done well with me. Okay. Uh, someone told me I was out because they were started in a different environment before I bought them. Okay, so there is definitely some truth to that. The one thing I will say about succulents, I know what to do. Whether or not they actually do well in my home is a whole different kettle of fish. I know what to do with Dieffenbachias, but it doesn't mean it works well. Now, with succulents, they they like a lot more water than people give them credit for, but you do have to be careful um, how much you water, especially when you're in a humid environment. So I think what I would do if I had succulents is to be fair, overwatering any kind of plant is the worst kind of death, right? They can bounce back from being underwatered better than they can being overwatered. So I would, try to learn what your schedule is going to look like by experimenting. You know, let them go 2 or 3 weeks and see if they don't need water. And you got to learn based on the plant that you have, what it looks like when they need to be rewatered. Okay. And that's the thing about succulents to me is that they never look like they need to be. By the time they look like they need to be watered, you might have let it go too far. So you're going to have to do a lot of experimentation to figure out what a healthy specimen looks like in your care. And it's just going to take some trial and error, and it ain't nothing wrong with that. The good thing about succulents though is that they propagate really easy. So if you want to learn how to take care of it, learning how to propagate it will be number one. Figure out ooh, y'all, child, this stuff gonna tear me up. All this dust. Yeah, I would definitely propagate and experiment. Anybody in the chat has has any succulents that they care for on a regular that can help all of us out? Because I got one succulent right now. Like, do you call a jade a succulent? I have more than one. Maybe I have three. If you call jade succulents, which I guess they are, right? This is mostly just cocoa core chunks, which means that I'm gonna have to water this thing on a regular basis because it's not a lot going on in here, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. But so yeah, she is potted up. This is the wrong tag, wrong date, but she is ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna water her with some juicy juice. You know, I water my don't do that. Don't do that, Miss Ma'am. Be careful. Let me move my baby. I'm gonna put y'all in here with me. Um, Anybody else in the chat got succulents? John, do you have succulents? I feel like someone told me that that's what they really love to the house plants that they really love was succulents. And I'm like, oh, I need to get up in your um mailbox because I struggle. I'm gonna show you the one that I have. She's doing pretty good right now. And she's doing good right now because I did the same thing, D. I took her in and I didn't water her. She didn't grow for like a good, probably about a year. She didn't grow much. She grew a little bit, and I noticed she grew. I was about to say grew. She grew every time I watered her. I would notice that she would have new growth. But look at that whole root just sticking out. But I was so busy trying not to overwater her that I was underwatering her. But she didn't die, right? The way succulents die is that you overwater them, they look great on the top, and then you go to touch them and they mush. So I was afraid of overwatering her, so I underwater her. She didn't die, she stayed alive, everything was great. But she just wasn't growing and wasn't doing well. Really? Fine. I'm gonna need you to be in the soil, child. She got stuff sticking out, girl. Look at this thing. You can't even see. She got stuff. She's not in the soil at all. She just got her roots in the soil. She gonna be a problem, child. I can see that right now. Let me get her straight, cause I'm just trying to hurry up and get past this soil, cause so yeah, I would say play with the watering. Start with underwatering. I know that sounds cruel and unusual, but I would rather for you to underwater the plant than to overwater her. Start with that. See how she does. Usually you can tell that they're kind of doing something if they have a little bit of new growth. Something. If you let them go just to the point where they start to wrinkle just a little bit, then you know, okay, if that took 3 weeks during this time of the year, let me try 2.5 weeks and see if they do well with that. So you really have to approach it from a scientific way. You can't just, go in and be like, oh, water it every 12 days and be done with it. I mean, you can, but it's no telling, it's no guarantee that your plant is, look at that big old hole back there. No guarantee that it's gonna do well. What kind of I knew it. I thought so, John. You have Ecovera. Do I know what that is? What? I love them, but I don't do Ecovera. Oh, okay. Madagascar palm and ghost plant succulent. Wait, you got the white ghost? Wait, hold on. Girl, you about to have me in my feelings. Because that's on my wish list. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna go pull the one I have. Because one of the things that I do force myself to do is I have wish list plants, but I know some of those wish list plants might be a little either expensive or harder to care for than their green regular version. So hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I will get the green regular version. So this is the green version of this is one of the only succulents that I have. This is the Euphorbia. I want the white ghost version, which is the variegated. It looks sort of minty green, and so she's really, really pretty. But this one is pretty too. She's growing. Look at her. So see at the top where she has these leaves, that's letting me know she's growing. The lightness of it, because this is lighter than this, is also letting me know that she's growing. So same with this. So with the succulents, their growth, like okay, I have a jade too. I can show you that one too. Because this is a don't fall, girl, because that would be tragic. This is a propagation. So I propagated her and I propagate in soil. I can't do these in water, not me. And so I know that she's getting roots and doing well when her leaves start to fatten up, when they start getting firm. When she needs to be watered, I touch her leaves and they are not as crisp, right? Like I when she's watered, if I touch it, I'm afraid I'm gonna break it. So same with this, right? I have let this one dry out so much that when I went to touch it, because this is not spiny at all. This is why I like it. When I went to touch it, she had a little give to her. Right now, I couldn't squeeze this if I wanted to. I'm squeezing it, but it's not moving. So you kind of got to learn how to read your plant so you'll know. Because I tell you, the worst thing you can do to any plant is to water them on a regular schedule. I water them every 9 days because not only does the seasons change, the plant grows, the plant's roots system grows. And so none of it is staying the same. So you got to kind of know, you don't have to. What I have found that works for me is that I learn how to tell when my plant needs something. And once you get that, then the plant can be in any condition, any season, any time of the day, any roots, anything, and you'll know something is not right and I need to fix something. So that's the way I like to approach caring for my plants. I've tried the whole water it every 9 days thing. And then when things go wrong, I have no reason. I don't know what's going on with it. So try that D and let me know how that works for you. If you know the name of the plant, would you drop it in the chat for me? Um, and the other thing too, D, is that if you're still here, you can also try, and I think this might have been what Marilyn was saying, you could try putting it outside. Um, you just have to be a little careful about putting your plants outside. Just don't take them from inside your house and put them in full sun because they don't like that. You wouldn't either, though. Think about it. Yeah, you kind of got to acclimate them, right? Like how they do fresh things is like you want to harden them off. It's that same concept. You'll burn them. It's almost like it's too much sun for them at one time. So you just have to kind of get them acclimated. Ooh, ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't fall. You're not falling today. Stay alert. Um, okay. What else do I need to pot up? I'm gonna pot up my Scindapsus. Oh yeah, let me do that right now. Y'all hanging in here with me, huh? Okay. If y'all gonna hang with me, I'm gonna go ahead on and plant my other stuff. I was trying to give y'all some time to do what you needed to do today. Let me get in this chat right quick. Mm, spending some of our water a lot there outside. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, for sure. It definitely, if your plants are outside, you definitely gonna have to water more because it's hot. It's hot. The wind is blowing, so you need all of those things are not what's going on inside your house. So it's definitely you definitely need to water more. Water more every 10 days for a small amount. You know what? Um, I do know people who do this. I have done this myself, and it did not work for me. trying to do just a little bit of water because another thing is I forget, did I give you a little bit of water last time? Was it a lot of water? And the other thing too is that sometimes if you don't soak it all the way through, then you got roots down there that are never getting enough moisture. So that has not worked for me. It could be the type of plants that I have that make that so that it doesn't work for me. Which plants are you doing this with, Miss Lady June? Talk to me in the chat. Is this it? Did you just tell me right here? Graph Graptopetalum? Graptopetalum. Ghost plant. Ghost plant. I don't know what that is. Girl, you gonna make me look that up. Because I don't know what that is. I know that's a euphorbia. I don't know what a graptopetalum is. It sounds like an orchid. um, okay, you should set up a small plant swap for your subscribers to help everyone add to their collection. It's not too hard. That sounds like a great idea. I will put that on my list. I got some things going on in the background. I'm gonna let you guys know what's going on soon. But yeah, I got some things that might hinder that. But in the meantime, in between time, oh, I do want to drop y'all a little knowledge. I was I I don't know how I want to say this. I was reached out by a company that sells planters. And so I will be testing out. I'm gonna show you a little hint. I'm going to show you, I'm going to plant something up in these planters. As you see, they've got plenty of holes around. So it's similar to a self-watering system, but they don't call it that. Because you're supposed to let your plants dry out. And self-watering, it pretty much stays moist all the time. But this one really is just like having a pot in a cash bowl. And so you would fill your reservoir up and allow your plant to soak up water when it needs it, and then you would let it give it a drying cycle, and then you would do it all over again. So I'm testing out these pots. I want to do a little video on potting a plant up in here. I chose a plant, and then once I read a little bit more, I decided to change which plant I used. So yeah, a company reached out to me. I wasn't paid for these, but they did send them to me for free. So I want to test these out, and I'm gonna let you guys know how they work. So I want to bring you all along. So since you are here on the live, I'm kind of giving you the heads up before it goes out in the real in the world. But yeah, so I will be playing with those soon. Hey, Winsome. Hey, girl. Yes, plant prop therapy. Yes. This, I needed to put my hands in the dirt. Let me tell y'all, this weekend has been a whirlwind. I you guys know I'm a creator. I love to create, love to do things with my hands. And when I don't create, I can tell because it really starts weighing in on me. I kept saying I needed to paint, I needed to draw, I needed to do something. And I kept putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. And this weekend, I couldn't put it off any longer. By Friday, I was so drained, I had no energy left. So I decided to spend some time doing some creative things. And so I have been just creating. Now I won't say I gave myself permission not to create anything pretty. If something pretty came out, great. But I wasn't required to do anything pretty. So it's been a beautiful experience. It does mean that certain things didn't happen. I didn't do the newsletter for the plant people. I didn't do the newsletter for the trading and investing community. You guys know I teeter between two different communities. One is an investor and trading community that I share with Marilyn and Sandra and Kinesia, and we have a learning community over there that we learn how to trade and invest and all the things. And we swap information. Same as here, right? Like we create an environment where we just kind of share information with each other, right? And so I had to take a break from everything, right? Because I just needed to create. And I am coming to realize that I need that regularly in my life. And the more I put it off, I could tell it really started wearing on me like in a bad way, in a bad way. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay. The ghost plant outdoors I do not water at all. It grows outdoors in Alaska. Pretty fancy. Ooh, I'm gonna have to do a search to find out what that plant looks like because I have never heard of that before. Grapto, what did we say it was? Graptopetalum? Something like that. I'm gonna find it. Um, I just add perlite to regular potting soil for my succulents. Yes, that's another thing too. Is that anytime you eh, succulents, I definitely like to add something to the soil that doesn't hold moisture. It might allow it to keep moisture near the roots, but it doesn't hold it for long. A perlite, pumice, vermiculite are all plant mediums, soil type mediums that allow that to happen. So I love perlite. I do, perlite does be getting to me. I want to get John. Where do you get your perlite from? Because I saw a YouTuber using a chunkier perlite. It put me in mind of pumice, and I'm thinking, well, if it's cheaper than pumice, I would definitely get it. And he said it didn't rise up. Sometimes when you plants with perlite, when you use perlite, when you water all the perlite rises up, it didn't rise up so much. So interesting. I kind of wanted to explore that, but I had just purchased a big old bag of pumice, and I was like, I'm not buying nothing until I use all the rest of this stuff up. Yay! Hey, Winston. Plant therapy, prop therapy, group therapy, it's all the same. It's all the same. Oh. Yes, I tell you, I when you don't create, it's almost like you're not tapping into who you are. I used to use the weekends to create so much, and now I'm I feel like because I'm near creativity a lot, it's the same thing, but it's not, right? I literally need to do something with my hands. I literally need to create something. And I can tell when I get too far away from it because it takes me a long time to work up the nerve to get back in. I'm like, oh well, what would I draw? What would I do? It's like my brain doesn't even have the prompts to be like, ooh, let me try doing this. Yeah, it's been too long. I can't say I'm mad at myself for doing that, but yeah, it's been way too long. Oh, Diane, you love to be creative too. Tell me what do you like to spend your creative time? Like I like to paint, I like to draw, I like to sew, I like to knit, I like to crochet. Um, I even I I joke around when I say be creative with your plants, but propagating and trying new things with your plants, that is a creative outlet. Um, Definitely a creative outlet. No, it is a perfection, right, Marilyn? Um, and even if you decide to share with other people, I think the more people share their creations with other people, the more space they give for other people's creativity to not be perfect, right? But yeah, sometimes what'll happen is that I get so caught up in making something beautiful that I just don't put a stroke down, right? Like the white paper gets me all in my feelings because I feel like I need to make something pretty when all I need to do is just be creative. And being creative, once you get in that space, then it opens the door for more creativity. Because that's all you need to do is put your foot on it. Just put your hand on it, right? Just touch the hem, right? And then once you're there, then it's going to spark more creativity. You don't need to have all the creativity in the world or have an idea of what you want to do. You just need to show up, and then the rest of it will happen. And sometimes I know I'm in a bad place when I don't even want to show up, when showing up is too much. ugh, I done let it go too long, and I definitely let it go too long this time. Definitely. Craftivist. Okay. I love making things. On another note, me and succulents are not a match. Girl, oof, I tread light when it comes to succulents because I done killed a plenty, and I'm pretty sure they got my face up somewhere. It's like, don't sell that chick. Nair succulent, because she gonna kill it. Kill it dead, okay? Ooh, ooh, baby. I done killed a plenty. You know what? I would love to, for sure. I would definitely love to. I need to know what you guys would love to do because, you know, I I love all the crafts. I love them all, child. You put what? 45 trellises this morning? That's, you know what? Now that is something I really, really, that's impressive. I love that you use some old fence, right? I love reusing things. Um, and I bet you they are really pretty. What kind of fence was it? Like metal? Oh my gosh. I love that. And you know what? If it's metal, then it's probably what is galvanized. You don't even have to worry about it rusting or anything. I love what in the world? How did you do that? Did you have wire cutters? Girl, please. Deets, please, deets. Yes, Maryland. You know, Maryland, one time, I'm not gonna say it here on this live, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it out in the universe so the universe can help me make my dream come true. Okay, beadwork. Okay. She says she wells. A girl after my own heart. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? Okay. See, now you about to get in my bag. One of the things, okay, so there's two classes that I have yet to take. One is glass blowing, and the other one is like bead making. So pretty much the same thing. But I want to learn how to make jewelry, right? Not uh, for any other reason other than I just want to learn how to make it. Um, I I watched a couple of classes about welding. Fun fact, I used to work in a shipyard for a good amount of time, a good enough time to where I got a little pension coming from them in a little bit. But yeah, I used to work in a shipyard, and so I used to work around welders, and have always been fascinated with it. But I wanted to learn how to make um, stained glass, like stained glass windows and stained glass things. And so I was kind of looking into welding for that, but it never took off with me. Like I have so many projects in my head that I want to do that I just haven't had time to get into just yet. But oh my God, you are a welder, girl. I want these. I want these. Okay, you want to make macrame plant holders. That this black one, you can probably can't see it from here, but there's a black plant holder here, macrame that I made not too long ago. Um, it was fun. I used to do it as a kid. My mom taught me how to macrame. I used to do it as a kid. It would have been a long time. I hadn't done it, but once you do it, it kind of reminds you of um crochet. Yeah, crochet a little bit. But I love macrame. I love it. And now they have twine that is different colors, right? Like I have more twine. I have some that is gray. I think I have some the regular brown twine too that I wanted to make some macrame with. So okay, okay. I have a really pretty one in my bedroom. I bought it from a local plant shop. Matter of fact, my big pothos, my big jade, it holds my big jade, so it's a big one. It's beautiful. It's got oh, like the cage. It's really pretty. It really is. It really is pretty. I paid a good penny for it too, but it was worth it. Absolutely worth it. A Halloween child. Okay. So I'm so busy reading, I'm not even reading out loud. You guys can read, right? I love that. Wait, so do you do cosplay? Ooh, costumes. Wait, so are you making oh, see, I have all the questions. Are you making the patterns yourself or are you like using are you I don't know what the word is, refactoring clothes, like taking clothes and then just kind of making them into costumes or, like cutting them and making them into costumes or you making them from scratch? A seamstress. Wait, John. Child, a seamstress. Okay. I love that. You got it. Okay. In the comment section. Don't leave me hanging. Yes. I want to get you see now that you ask I can say it. I want to get you on camera, Marilyn, because I know you got some gems and jewels and I need you to share those gems and jewels. I think we could definitely have a craft night one day and you can show us some tricks of the trade. Okay? I know because you got some stuff in you. You just need to share it. Hey, plant lady. Hey, Miss Faye. Oh, thank you. You know what, Faye? I have not done too many lives. This is my second in life live on my channel. Um, and I love the connection, but I get nervous. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I'm working through some unconditioning that the world done put out here. Um, beyond the monstera. Ooh, what kind of monsteras you got? I want to say girl because everybody's a girl. Even all my plants is girls, but I know y'all all not girls. So don't charge it to me if I call you a girl. But correct me so I'll know. Um, yes, right? Oh my goodness. Hey, Faye. Oh, thank you, Winston. Y'all are so sweet. I promise you, I was like, I'm only gonna be up here half an hour today. Look at it. Ooh, we already an hour in. I love y'all. Y'all are, you know what? Y'all are amazing. I have too many hobbies. Okay, first off, you ain't disabled, right? Um, you might be, I don't know what a better word, I don't like the word disabled. I don't want to say what you're not because you know what you are. But you might be, what is it? It's a word and I heard it and I like it and then now I forgot it. I'm gonna remember it when I don't need it and I'm gonna try to remember it before I get off this live. But John, please tell me what kind of hobbies you have because I really, really, really want to share hobbies here on YouTube. Or it doesn't even have to be YouTube because one of the other things that I wanted to do was, like I said in the newsletter, is I want to be able to connect with you guys in a way I can show you guys everything, but you can't show me anything. You can't share with me anything. And so that feels a little one sided to me, right? Like I want to see your plants, I want to see your hobbies, I want to see your face, right? And so I was thinking I want to do something off of YouTube. Like, you know, or yeah, YouTube does allow it, but if everybody don't want to be on camera, I get that. So, child, sometimes I'm wondering, what in the world? Wire cutters, okay. Oh, okay. Yes, I like Basie plants. Yeah, yes, he is funny. He is the Hoya head for sure. Okay. When I tell you if he got 200, he got 300. He might have I know at one point he was pulling down his collection some and, you know, reducing it is what I'm saying. But I love his Hoyas. The another one who has a lot of Hoyas and I love his too is Honolulu Honolulu Planta. It's a Hawaiian name. I know it when I see it. But he has a beautiful Hoya collection and his Hoyas grow so crazy big. It's crazy to me. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. Yes, y'all. Say hi. Yes, if you are here, let me know. Say hey. Um, say hey at least, right? That way I know I'm not here by myself, but I wanna speak. I want you guys to say hi. Okay. 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 I have here we go again. I my mom taught me how to sew when I was a little girl, so I used to make my doll baby clothes. And then, of course, when I went to high school, I went to a high school that allowed you to choose a career, and I chose fashion design. So I learned how to sew. I don't know if you could say that's professionally, but yes, I learned how to sew professionally because I also had a job where I was sewing for a living. I was a fabric worker in the shipyard. Um, and so, yes, making patterns, I learned how to make patterns, but I didn't get as good at it as I wanted to. That is another thing that I wanted to learn how to do. Oh my God, y'all bringing out all the things. I love it. Oh man, you just reminded me so much. Right? I think so too, Marilyn. I'm thinking, I'm thinking, I'm thinking. Marilyn, the people have spoke, honey, honey. And look, we could do it in a way, although you are gorgeous. I don't even know why you wouldn't want to be on camera, but I can respect that. We'll find a way to do it. How about that, Marilyn? We can come up with a way that you would be comfortable. Oh, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. No, you weren't late. I tried a different ooh. Wait, were you, like, making abstract art or ooh, more deets, please, more deets. I, um, I did a paint pour. When I used to work for the last company that I worked for, they used to have, like, little art projects for us, little things, right? We would have, like, a Bob Ross day, and this last project we did was a paint pour. Acrylic paint pour. I fell in love. I love to look at them. I fell in love with the process. This weekend, I did a lot of doodling. I love to doodle. I don't know what it is about doodling that sets my soul to dance. Literally, my soul was dancing this weekend. I love doodling. I love looking at it. It's crazy. So I bought a book that's specifically just for doodling. Um, Maybe I'll share it with you guys one day. But I had an absolute ball just doing that all day. I did some watercolor, but painting canvas. Okay, so is this acrylic? I'm assuming this is acrylic, right? And not oil because oil takes so long to dry. But let me know. I watch YouTubers here that are watercolorists and acrylic painters. That's not a word. I'm be making up words. And it sounds so good. I sound so confident. Acrylic painters. That is not a word. Um, oh my God. Thank you, Jade. I know, right? Number two. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm proud of me. You proud of me? You proud of me? Uh, ooh. Okay. Faye. I'm not mad that you retired. 300 house plants. You got to have a pothos or something in there, right? 300? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. That's like heaven. That's like heaven. Right. It's about to come to me. It's right here. Other abled, I think it's called. I can't it's gonna come to me, right? It's gonna come to me. Yes. I love that. Right? You have abilities. And so some people got abilities, they don't even use them even though they can. So I don't know what's worse. Um, 300, right? Give us a rundown. Okay, what is the most, so I'm assuming you have some duplicates, maybe you don't. But if my assumption is right, what do you have the most of? Right? Like for me in my collection, I would say, pothos is really a generic term for vine and plants, right? I would say I have the most, my plant collection is mostly pothos, literally and figuratively. But so I have Scindapsus, Pothos. Girl, this Brazil, she about to leave. We'll talk about that on another one, but woo, she's about to go. Being a retired drag queen. Shut up. Are you serious? So you wait a minute. So wait, did you sew your costumes as a drag queen? I used to girl. Wire work. So that means you know how to do like the costumes with the all the stuff? I need you in my life. Okay, things like rebar trellis, and I have a welder almost as old. I love it. Wait a minute. When did you say you old? How old are you? Didn't you just say you was like 59? Who was that said he was 59? That ain't old. No, that was fake. That ain't old. I'm loving it, John. John, talk to me now. Talk to me. Don't leave me out here because you know I'm about to get all up in your business. Only share what you need, what you feel comfortable sharing. But I'm so curious. Oh my goodness. Yes. So I went to school for fashion design as a in high school. And I was going to college. My goal was to go to college for fashion design. And I decided to be a mom. So plans changed. And I just never went back. And of course, as you move through life, things change. And I don't know, I don't regret not going because I think I'm a different person. I don't know. But I still love it. I used to make my children's clothes when they were kids. Oh my God. My kids would be decked out because I was forever making their clothes and curtains. Like even in my house, I've made blinds, curtains. I'm about to was gonna I'm saying about to, but I feel like I done changed my mind. Reupholster my kitchen chairs. But I've never made a costume before. You have my interest peaked. Hmm, physically unique. Okay. Okay. Wait, so your dad knew how to sew too? Am I on the am I all in the mustard and can't catch up? Help me out, y'all. Oh, hey Caroline. Is that Caroline or Carolyn? My mom's name is Carolyn, but it's spelled different. I'm thinking that's Caroline. My dad used to call everybody Caroline. Even though my mom's name is Carolyn, he still called her Caroline. I was like, how you rename people? Yes, absolutely satisfying. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I love mixing watercolor with it. And one of the things that I'm kind of not forcing myself. I love to swatch my watercolor. And so what I'll do is once I finish swatching or playing with colors, mixing colors, making colors on the paper, I'll then take and doodle on that paper. And sometimes I'll put like little like I'll show you. I'm stuck. I'll show you one here. Please don't drop it. Like I did this, and then I'll take, is that backwards? It's backwards on my screen. I don't know if it's backwards on yours. It probably is because I'm used to using my camera to film. But I'll then take the whatever I was mixing color on and I'll doodle on it and make like a little sign to kind of, keep me motivated for certain things. So this one says you are worthy. But I have them all over my house. This one back here was one I was playing with. I was learning how to do roses and doing like layering. And so I was playing with this was an exercise, and I was like, okay, cool, I like it. And I put a little sign or something else. So I love doing stuff like that. I will hang them up around my house. You know me, I had made pottery and I gave them to my kids. I was like, all the refrigerator art y'all gave me, now I'm giving y'all stuff. Yes. So I heard someone, I'm gonna tell you who it is. Ugh. Y'all see my brain breaking? It just broke right then. It just broke in about a million pieces. What did she call that thing? I'm gonna remember it when I don't need it. Yes, I say let's do it. I will pick. Okay, this is what I'll do. Make sure you hit that link in the description. I'll put it back up here for a second. Um, Make sure you hit this link, get on my newsletter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plan a craft night. Most likely, I'm going to put something on the community post to find out what you guys want to do. But then again, I might just kind of come on here and you guys can craft and do whatever you want to do, and I can do whatever I want to do, and we can then talk about when the next one should be, and maybe if we want to do something together. But I will definitely plan it and send it out via newsletter. So make sure you get on the list. This bug spray here, you just click on that. When you click on that, it's going to ask you for your email address. I'm going to then send you the DIY bug spray. It's a label that you can put on your bottle, right? It has the ingredients, how to mix it up. And then I'll send you out the newsletter. So I'll come up with a date and a time, and we can work from there. I would love to do that. Absolutely love it. I don't know where I was before. Okay, between my plants and props for the plant swap, I hold twice a year. I don't want to say how many plants I have. Ooh, John, you a baby, 52. Oh my goodness. What? I can only imagine. Oh my goodness. Oh man. That sounds fantastic. You sound like you have led a very colorful, beautiful life. That sounds fun. Okay, okay, you don't sew. Okay. I have a machine behind me. It's a quilting machine. It's a words why do words get hard when I get on camera? It's like my vocabulary is gone. Um Industrial. It's an industrial quilting machine. You would think I would have made millions of quilts. I really, really, really wanted to make a quilt. And I really wanted a good sewing machine. And so it just so happened that those two things happened at the same time. I made my grandsons and my daughter and my daughter's god kid daughter, because she just had one at a time, and I made them quilts. And I actually made myself a quilt. I just haven't finished it yet. I'm telling you, the top part, putting the top design on the top, ooh, child, that thing is hard. And it's scary because, like I said, I have an industrial machine. She hits thousands of stitches in a minute, and so you can chop your finger off with that thing. So yeah, I might have to. Oh, good, good, good. I might have to hit the buttons, y'all. I might have to source that out to get that done. Okay, mostly pothos, philodendron. Okay, girl, we're gonna need some help with these philodendrons. I'm slowly killing two more right now as we speak. My moonshine, moonstruck, moon something, moonlight. My moonlight all of a sudden decided she wanted to drop like 8 leaves. I don't know what's going on with her. I think I let her go too long without watering her, but yeah, anyway, begonias, dracaenas. Okay, so dracaenas were, don't they have a new name? I think they're part of the snake plant now, right? Monstera and dumb canes. You know I need help. You know I need help. Me and them dumb canes, ooh, child, got me in a chokehold. You have two sewing machines. Ooh, nice. My mom had an old Singer manual one that you had to turn the foot pedal like this. Yeah. Um, I only have one now, but I do want one. I do want a regular sewing machine. A quilting machine does not like you. They don't have the the feet for like zippers and things like that. So it's a lot harder to do some of the things you would do for your normal clothes on a quilting machine. Um, but yeah, yeah. Look at Marilyn. Yep, hit that description, y'all. It's in the description. I'm gonna fill the description out a little bit more, but right before I came on, I put the bug spray link in the description. 35 years ago. You know what? You mean your plants? You started collecting. You know, I so that wait, do you have plants in your collection that are 35 years old? I only have one plant that is over 20 years old. I want to say no, no, wait, no, I'm lying. She ain't 20. She like 2007. What is that? 17. She almost 20. She almost grown, honey. You almost grown, girl. That's her. Um, um, yeah, if you guys have a YouTube channel, drop it in the chat. So typically, what we like to do is we like to big up. Thank you, Winsome. We like to big up the channels that are in the chat. Winsome has a channel, Big Up Yourself. She has a beautiful channel. She talks a lot about healing. Um, who else has a channel in here? H&D was here. She has a channel. D has a channel. Brown Girl Invest too. She has a channel. Yeah, if you have a channel, oh, I done lost my place. Oh, don't do that, girl. Aw, thank you, love. I love you too. Thank you. Oh, I missed something. Wait a minute, hold on. Extremely colorful. I also help make today safer for young. Okay, okay. As you know what, and people should be allowed to live their life the way they want to live their life, right? I don't know why people make it their business to make other people miserable. You ain't got to agree with people to let them live their life. Mind your business, right? Okay, tap on the title below the screen. Tell them, girl, work it. Look at Marilyn. Marilyn just be working. Okay, I'm a new plant. Not wait, wait. What that mean? Oh, mom. Because I'm like, that sounds like something I would say. I'm a new plant, not. Okay. You know, like I said earlier, I'm always learning. Even though I've had plants, I've been caring for plants for a very long time. I'm always learning something about something or another because you have a collection, you have the plants that you like, and then your collection changes, you change. I used to be an overwaterer, now I'm an underwaterer. I used to want I wanted to rescue all the plants, and now I don't have no time for that. So, you change as a person, your habits change, your environment changes, and that will change which plants you can have or that do well in your collection. So, I think as long as you embrace learning on a regular, um, you will be good in being a plant parent. My queen of the night is 31 years old. Ooh, what that is? Girl, you got hit me. Tell me what that means. My queen of the night. Oh, your plant. Queen of the night. What is that? I don't think I know. Wait, what is that? I don't think I know what that is. What? Okay, how big is it? So is it tall? Girl, deeds. 1985. Okay. I'm doing my best to keep my snake plants alive. I struggle. It is crazy how much I struggle with snake plants, but child, okay. Wait a minute. You've been a plant parent for a year. You have 50 plants? Girl, you done caught the bug. You done caught the bug, baby. I only water my moonlight once a month. Is this your moonlight sansevieria or moonlight philodendron? Because I have both. I have both the moonlight sansevieria and the moonlight philodendron. And you know I be making up names, so and the moonlight Scindapsus. Uh-oh. Okay. Love my pothos. Okay. Obsessed with Hoya species. Yes. A few philodendrons when I get me some big girl. I may do a channel. Hope Aw. You know what? I tell you what. The thing about starting a channel is you just gotta do it afraid. Cause trust me, every time I get on camera, I'm still nervous, right? And I can't even tell you why I'm nervous because you guys are so accommodating and loving. I have no reason to be nervous other than it's just nerve wracking. But I will say this much. If you find something that really resonates with your heart and your soul, it becomes less scary. If trying to impress people or trying to come off as an expert or doing it for a reason that doesn't resonate with your soul, it might feel a little icky, right? So as long as what you're doing, hits right with your soul, I think you'll be fine. And look, and if you don't like it, you can always try something different. You know, we're not married to the decision. If you get up there and you do a couple of videos and you just hate it, you don't have to continue to do it. You could do something different. Please step out your comfort zone, Caroline. Please do. Um, Let me tell you, I step out my comfort zone so much now, I don't even know where it is anymore. I have done, I wouldn't call myself adventurous, but I will say that I have really taken to heart that you only have one life to live and it's short. And it's too short to not do what you want to try, and it's too long to be doing stuff you don't want to do. So do it. Step out your comfort zone. The worst thing that can happen is that you fall on your face. And then you realize that if I'm down here, I can get up. And you get up and you do it again. Right? You find people who done fail, who willing to fall just to try new things, and you make them your friends and you keep falling, right? And getting back up, right? Don't not do it. Try new stuff. My favorite plant is philodendrons. Ooh, Miss Lady June. Ooh, especially the El Choco Red. Now that I can understand. But I have more syngoniums. Baby, you know I love you because every plant you name hates me. I love syngoniums. I think they are absolutely beautiful. They hate me. I'm convinced. And you can't convince me that they don't. They hate me. They hate me. Epiphyllum jungle cactus. Oh, is that what the big queen? What you said it was? I be forgetting stuff. I have to restart it every 10 years. If not, I couldn't move. Now, see, to me, that is goals. I want my plants to be statement pieces. I'm at a place in my life now where I've done the 200, 500 plant thing, and I had a fantastic time taking care of them. But now I want my plants to be just big, humongous for no reason other than because they can. I want, the 30-foot ceilings so that it can grow up and act the complete fool, right? I want people to be like, oh my God, when they see those plants. So, I love this. I absolutely love that. Oh, woo! Somebody in the chat gonna have to give you some spider plant tips, honey. Because I know you said it right that anybody can share. Because the only tip that I have is don't bring them over here. I love them. Love them. I took care of spider plants for years in my office, but what I got was a mature plant. So any tip that the tip I'm gonna give, if you are struggling with them, get a mature plant. Make sure you find a plant that is big and got babies already. That's mature, right? I found that I had a better time taking care of them when they were already past they what they ain't gonna do phase. Cause that one I brought in here, she was like, "What I'm not about to do is sit up here and not get no water when I want water." See, them other ones I had, they was like, "Girl, whatever you willing to give me, I'm gonna take it. It's fine for me." But that one that I had up in here, she was like, and that's not the first one. That's like the second, because I had one of those Hawaiian spider plants with the big fat green leaves. Beautiful. Child, she pieced out here so quick. I just got some cutoffs for my neighbor. Ah, you know what? Experiment. Try. They like water. I do know that much. They like water. Um, I, uh, I would say just be attentive and pay attention. Right. What I mean by that is that the best way to learn how to care of a plant is to pay attention so you can tell when something has changed. But if anybody else has some tips, please leave them because I nothing I could say is helpful. Nothing. Yes, the Truvia, Moonlight Truvia. Yes. Oh, is that what you have? The Moonlight Truvia? Okay, okay. Aw. Yeah, this was good, you guys. I'm gonna pot up the rest of my stuff. I know I said I was only gonna be up here for a minute, but you know what? Y'all are feeding me today. You are feeding my soul so well. You just don't even know. Yes, I have care for them gives me peace and something to do. Both my sons are going to college. Okay. I'm an empty nester too. Um, and so my plants do serve a huge role in my life, real talk. And I did a video not too long ago about the three times in my life where my plants came in clutch because sis was making some big changes. Just what we were talking about before. It's just like going out on a limb and doing things different. My plants have been a huge um, and I say it, they have been a huge part of my wellness practice. And I mean that. I'm not saying that it's because it's cute and it went together well. I'm saying that because that is legit the truth. Looking at, roots and looking at leaves grow and giving something of myself that is what that other thing needs. It's nice to get something right for a change, right? So, yes, my plants have been a huge part of my wellness practice. And so I get it. I totally get it. And mine's give me peace too. Um, college is fun. Oh, thank you for your tips and I love your personality. Oh, thank you, love. Oh, thank you. And did I say your name right? Joey? Joey Monet? Is that it? Joey Monet? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so this is for the spider plants, right? Yeah. So wait, what substrate would you suggest? Like, what would be the characteristics? One that is sort of like that holds water, or one that is well draining? Because I always had a problem with the babies. Right? I could root the babies in water. You got to do some tricks to keep it from going in the water, right? I could root the babies in water, and then once I got them rooted, then They didn't do well because I must have had the wrong substrate or something. I couldn't put them in with the mother plant. Now, if by mistake one of the babies fell on the soil and she just happened to stay there long enough to root, she would do well. But if I tried to do it on purpose, died, died, dead, died, gone immediately. Yes, make sure you have substantial rooms for your hobby, your babies, your creativity. Yes, for sure. Matter of fact, I will never live someplace where I do not have a space for my creativity. As it is now, because I'm an empty nester, I don't have to make room for anybody but me. I have a three-bedroom house. Only one of them is a bedroom. The other two are craft or plant or creative spaces. It is not sad, it is true. Um, I did it for my school community and was like, what is happening? One student asked a question and it took off. I don't know why I'm nervous. Oh, about starting your channel. You know what? It's nothing wrong with being nervous. I wouldn't even try to fight being nervous. I have a whole theory about fear. But I don't think of fear as a bad thing. I think of fear as my bodyguard. And my bodyguard is loyal to me and it makes sure to keep me out of trouble. Now, the thing about my bodyguard is it's really overprotective. And so it will try to convince me to not do things just because, right? Not because I'm in danger, but because it doesn't want me to feel anything, any pain, any discomfort. But in all reality, sometimes the best of it is on the other side of that. So do it afraid, be okay with making mistakes, and don't try to be perfect. Hopefully you guys relate to the same thing here because if you're looking for perfection, you are on the wrong channel. Look at the light in this video. I got a hard light right here and a soft light on this side. Child, there's no perfection here. Let me know though if you start your channel. I will definitely show up. Okay. I think most of us here will show up, right? And understand that, when you first start putting out content, it might be a little wobbly in the beginning, right? Just be okay with that. Be okay with trying new things and practicing in public. Oh, all of you are just fabulous. You are too, Marilyn. Mary Love. I need to send some cuttings for my. I'm like, wait, is that a word? Is that English? Epiphyllum oxypetalum. Oh, queen of the night. Okay. Epiphyllum. Am I saying that right? Epiphyllum oxypetalum. Look at me acting like I know English. I don't think that's English. That might be some pre-Latin. You know what? I love me a big old plant. I had a big monstera. I'm gonna finally tell y'all this story. I had a big old monstera, and right before I went to Mexico, I put her in front of. I moved her, and put her in front of my vent, which at the time was cold air blowing out, and she didn't like it. She started dropping her leaves. It didn't dawn on me that was the reason why. And I was getting ready to leave to go to Mexico for 6 weeks. I didn't want my cousin to have to take care of a sick plant. And so I put her outside and she did not survive. And when I tell you, she was fabulous. She was so big and pretty. I have not gotten another monstera because no monstera could top her, and I literally feel guilty for killing her. So I haven't gotten another one yet, but she was beautiful. I mean, beautiful. It was one of those situations where monsteras were really popular, and Home Depot, Walmart, all the big box stores started selling them. And if you I caught them, but the truck pulled up the day before, and so that thing was big when I bought it, and she got in my house and loved it. And I wish I knew better, but To be fair, that would have been a lot for my cousin to try to take care of anyway. But yeah, Joy Money and my journey really kicked off last year as well. I did a whole purge this Mother's Day. I'm only laughing because, child, y'all preaching to the choir. I'd have been there. I'd have been there. Okay, I understand. I'm all in y'all conversation. Okay, okay. Faye, my micans are my favorite. I love micans. They don't love me. My philodendrons are the tallest, but I've also chopped and shared. Oh, okay, that's the reason. You know what? Um I think micans is another plant that I need to get mature. Looking back at the stems that I had on my micans, they were very small and they just don't do well for me. Like it did well in the beginning, which I meant she was still on the high from the nursery that she came from, but yeah, she didn't do well for me at all. Okay. Um yes, I love it. I love it, right? I think the secret to spider plants I just found out is that they want the good water, not tap. Oh well, then they ain't gonna live here then. Because if I could drink the tap water, they gonna drink it. Ain't no plant gonna be drinking water better than I drink. I probably have 50 plants, but recently I got into Hoya. Oh, Caroline, sis, save yourself. Save yourself, baby. Let me tell you about that Hoya trail. That Hoya, that Hoya love gonna have you all up online looking for plants. I'm telling you. It is a beautiful, beautiful love. But that thing, once you hooked, you hooked. There's no such thing as I have two Hoyas. Never. Either you have zero or 100. Definitely let me know when you start your channel. Okay? Right. Yes. Um, substrate is what you grow your plants in. So it's a fancy word, not fancy, but the reason it's fancy is because substrate could be a lot of things. People grow their plants in leca, they grow them in perlite, they grow them in peat moss, they grow them in soil too, right? Typically nowadays, though, we don't grow our house plants in soil because of all the critters and stuff that it comes with, and it's so dense that it's really hard to keep a house plant in soil in the house without amending it with things like perlite and stuff like that. But substrate is just whatever you're growing your plant in. It could be water. I guess you could call it water. Water. It could be leca. It could be pond. It could be soilless soil like what I have here, cocoa core, things like that. So that's all substrate is. Okay. I got a Brazil. She trying to go on vacation. I'm about to send her on a long vacation with a one-way ticket. Okay. She looking ashy. That's the first sign. I'm waiting to see an ant. The minute I see an ant, she's going immediately to the trash bin because that's the signs I get. Usually they start looking ashy and then I start seeing ants and I'm like, we're not doing this. We are not doing this. Okay, more water holding. Okay. So something like the cocoa core pith, like not the chunks, but the smaller things, and maybe just amend it with some perlite or something like that. Or maybe even, oh, okay, water holding. Okay. Yeah, perlite don't really hold no water, right? I guess. It's still well draining though. I don't want to confuse nobody. You know what? I get it. It is hard to let go of some of them. But you know what I the conversation I have in my head is that I remember I remember the feeling of when I really liked that plant, and now I'm avoiding going in that space because that plant is there and I don't want to see it looking like that. Or I don't want to pick it up and see something crawling on it or another leaf dying. And to be fair, if I get to choose how I feel, I'm gonna choose feeling good. So I done got real used to letting them go. Okay, sure, Marilyn. I do have a video with the soil mixture on there, but what I think I am going to do is do a short video with just the mixture because I really am enjoying this soil. Now, I am enjoying the soil. I need to be better at watering more often because it really is an overwaterer's dream. But when you are an underwaterer, it forces you to kind of step up your game a little bit. But I need that, right? I do. I need that. Yes, pot and soil, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. You can get pot and soil from Lowe's. hmm you can even buy it on Amazon. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this up, you guys. Yes. Oh, okay. Add boiling water to the pot and soil to make sure you don't get fungus gnats. Yeah, now that's the one thing about pot and soil from the big box stores is that they come full of fungus gnats because they keep the soil as crazy, right? It's soil, it should be outside, but it's locked up in a bag, and that is nothing but a hotel for fungus gnats. Now I like to use mosquito bit tea, that kills the mosquito bits. This now you know it's time to go. The shenanigans about to begin. And I have not had coffee this morning, so woo, let me tell you. Um, but boiling water is good, and so does microwave. Now, if you have a microwave that you don't put your food in, you can do that. You can also cook it in the oven too. If you put it on a low enough heat, you can kill all the little granimals with the heat. In a low in the oven on low. I've never done it in the oven before because I've never had an extra oven to do that in, but I have done it in a extra microwave. But the boiling water is a good one too. I still, even after that, I would still put my soil in some sort of container and see if you can set it out in the sun for a little bit, right? Because that will kill them off too. Give them a little air, all the things. So, yeah, you can reuse your soil, right? A lot of times people just throw their soil out, but you can reuse your soil, especially if you take care of it. Absolutely, I agree. I took speech class in college twice back in the old school era to feel more comfortable speaking in front of a group of people. I'm headed to my 75th summer. In a couple of months, old school. Maryland. I think you will do fine. I think it'll just be like you and I talking, having a conversation. Like I said, we could find a way that you can do it where you're comfortable, right? If you don't want to be on screen, you don't have to be on screen. So we can find a way that you can do it. You can participate in that way and be comfortable. We'll come up with something for sure. Yeah. See, you got it, Marilyn. What are we staking? Staking a lot to grow upwards. What are we staking, y'all? Snake plants? What are we staking? 18 watching. Ooh. Do it, y'all. Oh, yeah. You know what? Where were you, girl? Now yeah, okay. I can see that. I can see where me doing that was the beginning of the fall. I had my Mikins in an area in the house, not in this room, and she was doing okay. But I was like, I want her to be bigger. And so I brought her in here, and I noticed when I put her under the light, her leaves turned this bright red, and they look like they started getting spots on them. I was like, that don't look good. So I moved it to an area where it got less light, I was giving her more water. She was growing, but she was sort of lanky, right? And to be fair, she bounced back, but I think I was giving her too much light, and I really think all of my philodendrons need more water. I don't water my philodendrons enough. So for me, because I was an overwaterer before, philodendrons did good in my collection. And now that I'm not an overwaterer, they don't do as well. So I need to step up my water game, period. But that's a good tip. I did not know that, but it makes sense that light is what kills micans. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Right, y'all say hey, say hi, just give me a wave. Okay. Yeah, experiment with your I love experimenting with my plants, right? There are some things that some people I've seen people grow plants in look like mud, and they grow beautifully, right? Because every environment, every person is going to bring a different formula to the game. So what may work for me might not work for you, and vice versa. So I say experiment, try different stuff for sure. There are some things that's universal, but for the most part, I would try different things. Plants are so resilient, so resilient. Yep, cinnamon. Yeah, and you can use cinnamon on the cuts too. It's like an antiseptic. Yeah, put your channels in the chat. Caroline gonna have a channel to put in here soon, y'all. I can't wait. Hey Mona. Hey Jackie. Oh my God, y'all are so sweet. I'm getting ready to go though. I swear, I said I was only gonna be up here for a half an hour, and it has literally. Has it been 2 hours? That wouldn't get me in trouble. I was having trouble with Brazil. You know what? It's a new phenomenon because when I first got it, she was doing beautifully. It's me. It is not the plant, it is me. I know I'm not watering it enough. I have another heartleaf philodendron in a self-watering pot from Home Depot, the one where it's all enclosed and I can't see how much water is down there. And it stays moist way more than the one that I have repotted in a pot. That thing has been in that pot for 2 years and she loves it. Every time I go to pick it up, I'm like thinking it's time to water her, and she's still moist and she has no problem. So I know I'm underwatering her. So I'm hoping and praying that your Brazil does fantastic. The ones I got from the big box store, and they usually are really pretty. I know, but I literally have been up here for 2 hours, and I said, right? Hoyas. I'm telling you, once you start getting Hoyas, that's a wrap. It's a wrap. Okay. Tell her, Mona, once you start getting Hoyas, it's a wrap. It's you're gonna be a Hoya head. There's no such thing as two Hoyas. Oh, I have two Hoyas. Nope. Not even. So Mona and Jackie. Mona is plant therapy. These are other YouTubers here on YouTube. You guys go check them out as well. Um, Mona's channel is plant therapy, and Jackie's channel is Latina Plants. Both of them beautiful plants. Speaking of such, y'all, let me show y'all my African violet. Every time I see Jackie or see Jackie's name, I think about my African violet. Girl, is she not showing up or what? This is a baby. Her leaves is still soft. She is a baby. But when I tell you she is showing up, she ain't playing with y'all. Okay? She is not playing with y'all. She is bouquet worthy. Okay? She's like a bouquet. She is doing it, honey. Doing it, doing it, doing it, doing it, doing it. I know. I love her. I love her Hoyas too. She's got a huge selection, and she's got some wish list plants that I love now. Like I'm now, she done changed my wish list. Daggone it! Did I mess up? I think I went back. Oh yeah, I use BT Monterey as a soil drench for gnats once a month. Hmm. BT. What is that? If you start with these little short things, I need the whole word. And I probably know it, but I can't think of it. Yeah, I use the mosquito bit tea. It's easy enough to find, and I find that it works really well. I also have a bug killer in here too, honey. Because one time I don't know what was going on, but they had a family reunion up in here. Bonai. Okay, yeah, yeah. Bonai systemics in a bag with water and use the soil. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I don't do you use that? I'm stuttering. Do you then use that soil outside? Because this is one of the reasons why I don't use the systemic stuff, is because I feel like now that soil is can't be used outside because it will kill all the things outside that you want to be around, right? But maybe you don't never put your soil outside. Um yeah, this soil over here got me in my feelings. Uh-huh. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's another thing I forgot to mention. Worm castings. That's a good point, Jackie. I do use worm castings in my soil. I like to create my own soil, so I don't use the granules, and I don't use soil that's already um that comes with the fertilizer in it. And the only reason I don't is because I've had that burn my plant roots before, because I can't remember which one was in the fertilized soil and which one was not. So I don't use any of it. I usually make my own soil. But if you do, you can probably come up with some sort of formula so that you'll know not to add what I call juicy juice in my water, fertilizer or nutrients in my water, and you don't over fertilize your plants. Um, yeah, I like that. I like that. Oh, let's see if I can say this. Mm, mm-mm. Oh, is it Ojalá, ojalá tu tenga un buen día? Wait, child, it's some words in there that I understand. Something about a good day. Share, because I'm supposed to be learning Spanish. I was learning it and then I stopped. My brain was like, we don't remember none of that. Oh, I just moved my dang. Yes, girl. This ain't a lot of light moving, because what you'll notice is that the leaves turn bright red and start getting freckles. Move it. Hey, what did he say? Hello. What did he say? I'm nosy. I'm all in y'all conversation. I want to know what he said because I'm trying to learn Spanish. I'm trying to get better. Once I got settled, we'll chat. Once I get settled. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. DFW. That's Dallas. Hmm. Okay, nice. I know, right? Okay, so I did do a different time today. Last time I did 1 o'clock. This time I tried 11:30. What I was telling everybody earlier today is to get on my mailing list. There's a link in the description for a DIY bug spray. The DIY bug spray will get you on the newsletter and you'll get on my mailing list. And I want to let you guys know in the newsletter when I'm going to do, because I'm going to do another live that is going to be a craft night. So it'll be at night We'll probably have some little drinky drink. You can have whatever drinky drink you want, sneaky snack, whatever whatever you like to partake in. And we can craft together. Now, I don't suppose we'll be doing the same craft. Maybe I'm not even going to plan it that way. What we can do is get together and craft at the same time because I found out this weekend that I need to be more creative. I need to schedule more time to be creative. So make sure you guys hit that link in the description, get on the newsletter so you can find out when it is. I'm not going to announce it on YouTube other than now. Like I'm on YouTube now announcing it, but you will get the specific detail. It'll probably be live or maybe not. You guys let me know. But it'll probably be not live. It'll probably be no, it'll have to be live, right? Um, I'm telling you, the shenanigans about to start, y'all, because I have not eaten, neither have I had any coffee, and I did not sleep well last night, so it's about to get crunk. Ooh, ooh. It's about to get crunk. Yes, yes. Woo, child. Ooh, woo, baby. You don't want that. You don't want that. Okay. Yeah, watch I showed what was going on with my plants. For the most part, everything is growing pretty good. But I do have some stragglers. Don't ask me why. It's just the nature of the beast. You know what? Do you think a plant can be overpropagated? Huh. Hmm. I don't know that I ever thought about a plant being overpropagated. Now, I do think that plants can be, when we go in and we start messing with their genetics and start, when we create stuff like variegation and things like that, I think that can happen and you can mess up. It's a word for that. I know what the word is, but it's not coming to me right now because my stomach is talking to me. Um, but I don't know that I ever thought a plant could be over propagated, right? Like that's a natural process. So yeah, talk to me about that. Nope, I'll do that. Sure. Okay. Um. Oh, y'all heard my stomach? We gotta go. My stomach just said, "Girl, if you don't end that live right now, you better." So yeah, I'm going to send out an email to let you guys know when I want to do that live. I probably lives will not. I don't know. I don't want to make any kind of promises because it is what it is. We're gonna see if this works organically with us, but I love the connection. I just feel like I want it to be a little bit better timed, and I feel like I'm not in my bag all the time, so I need to figure out something. I don't like my setup. It doesn't feel like there's enough light, and so I need to figure out a good setup. And once I get a good setup, I probably will feel a little bit more comfortable doing lives. But let's see. I don't want to miss nothing. Name of the product. It's a live bacteria that you get in the bits as long as you. Oh, oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think the one I have is dead, but oh, that's what DB is. I told you, dead Jack, something Jack dead bug, something. You know what I'm talking about. He said, okay, here we go. He said, hi, Jackie. Hope you have a good day. Okay. I'm not gonna remember it, but I saw somewhere I saw a good day. I'm a hot mess, child. I'm a hot mess. Y'all not finna get me to get up here with these shenanigans right now. I'm not doing it. Uh, uh, yeah, that's the one thing I don't do is put my plants outside. So I really don't have any tips on Other than you definitely, when you go to take your plants out, you might want to be careful. Don't just set them out in the sun. Please explain that, please, about flower and worm castings. See, y'all garden people. Are you talking about? Because I think the worm casting reference was for inside, but I'm all in y'all conversation. Okay, systemic will go into the nectar and hurt pollinators. Right, right, right. Yeah, that's why I was a little afraid of the systemic because I'm like, I know it does something and it's permanent, right? Like, and it's not going away. So it's a little scary to me. I try not to use it because I want my soil, I want to be able to throw my soil out and not feel like I need to do something special to it. So it has to be a really bad case or something. And even then, I think I would almost be willing to get rid of the plant. Maybe I don't know. Um. All right, y'all. I'm trying to read and not read. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Your family. Yeah, that would be good. Genetics degrade over time. Okay, there have been tests done about it because pollination between two plants strengthen the genetics. Oh, you mean like when you pollinate different? That's the word pollinate. I'm like, when the two. Okay, yeah, you guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I need to go get me something to eat. Look at Marilyn on the case. Marilyn's like, what y'all not finna do is wear my girl out. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm gonna wrap it up for real this time because I do need to get something to eat. I need to get some coffee. Um, and I kind of want to enjoy this day off. Tomorrow I'll be back on the grind a little bit. So it was my pleasure coming here today. I appreciate you guys so much. I got a couple of things done. I'm gonna pot up a couple more, and then I will do a video letting you guys know how these things are doing. My next video, I want to talk about those new pots that I was telling you about. I'm going to pot up my calathea. Y'all pray for me. I'm gonna pot her up in one of those pots because I feel like she would benefit from being near water on a regular basis. And I'm gonna cut this bad boy again, um, so that I can get some more cuts from her because she gonna be big before the summer is over with. So you guys have an enjoy your Memorial Day. I love you guys so much. Thank you for showing up for me and showing out. And if no one else has said it to you today, have a great day. Bye.